I'm getting ready to attempt the removal of the remaining lacquer on this 1962 King Cleveland Superior Cornet. It does not have much lacquer left on it. The main area with lacquer is the valve stack, a little bit on the insides of the tubing, a tiny bit near the rim of the bell. However, most of the extant lacquer is on the inside of the bell. Okay, here we are. We're ready to spray this stuff on. Slides are up there. We got the glop on the horn. It is currently 1645. I'm going to let it sit there till about 1715. And we will see how good or how bad it may be. I think it'll just pretty much come off of there if the previous experiments were any indication. These slides, really the only one that needed it at this point is the one on the far right, third valve slide, because the first and second have already been done, and the main slide on the far left didn't need it at all, but I did it anyway. And I sprayed both sides of this, trying to get to everything that may still be on it. So we'll see what happens. It is now 1715. We're going to hose this thing off, take it in, and see if we can scrape off the lacquer. You can see where I have rubbed some of the lacquer off with a wooden popsicle stick. You can see it built up there. The horn actually looks a little bit shinier in the area where it's come off. It's brighter. So I will just keep working this. Right there on the rim is some removed lacquer that I scraped off with the popsicle stick. It's coming off. Here it is. I know that I managed to get a significant amount of lacquer off of the bell, both the inside and the outside rim where there was lacquer. I was able to get lacquer off of several other places. Then there were some places where it's obvious that I was not able to get lacquer off, and the rest of them I don't know about. The nickel areas were lacquered over, so they appeared to be gold. Much of that was already worn off. I was able to get some more off, but if you look in between the two sides of this slide, it still looks a little bit yellow. That lacquer did not come off, and it does not want to come off, and I don't know why. It looks like much of the valve stack is now delacquered. Time will tell. See how much patina it gains. May need to do this again in the future. Here it is, reassembled. It doesn't look much different than it did before, of course. So time will tell if we were able to get most of the lacquer off. So it's been reassembled. The slides have all been re-greased and the valves have been oiled. I cleaned out the valve cylinders very thoroughly. Here is a curious tidbit. You can see the number 282 stamped into the edge of the main valve slide. This is short for the full serial number 113282 and shows that the slide is serialized to the instrument. I find this rather interesting because by 1962 I figure they probably would have enough automation to not require serialization and hand fitting like this. This is often found in firearms from the early 20th century, but it's a little surprising that it's found in a musical instrument made in the latter half of the 20th. This is where the cornet is kept when it's not being played. And this bugle is on an identical holder nearby. The mellophone is also mounted on the wall, ready to go. Lip it up. Okay, we're rolling. All right. Okay, the glop has been put on. Really? Kidding me?